When people talk about underrated bands, there are some ones that usually come to mind. The Kinks, April Wine, Y&T, of course. Those are all fantastic bands, but one that I don't yet hear mentioned that much is Black Oak, Arkansas. This is a southern rock band, specifically live at the Royal Albert Hall. Boy, that sounds like a misnomer, doesn't it? The original Wildmen from the mountains. High energy close up of America's original Wildmen from the mountains. In all their twisted spandex glory, the bad boys of Black Oak, Arkansas were the unsung inspiration to bands such as Leonard Skynyrd, the Allman Brothers, Guns N' Roses, David Lee Roth, and Van Halen, just to name a few. Black Oak, Arkansas, live at the Royal Albert Hall, features 1970s hot and nasty footage that captures the band at the height of their popularity. As Jim Dandy comes to the rescue, scrub board and all. Songs on here. Introduction by Jim Dandy, Lord Have Mercy on My Soul, Halls of Karma. Hey Y'all, Backdoor Man, Hot and Nasty, Hot Rod, Mutants of the Monster, Taxman, Jim Dandy, and Jailbait. The band is Jim Dandy Mangrum, Ricky Lee Reynolds, Pat Doherty, Stanley Knight, Harvey Jett, Wayne Allens, Tommy Aldridge, Jimmy Henderson, and Ruby Starr. So I think that this band truly did not get their dues that much. I mean, they did for a little bit, but they are they are known for, when they were on stage one time, they had equipment that looks very suspicious to amplifiers and drums and things like that. It's very similar to a local high school, and they almost got 26 years in prison. But that was a suspended sentence, I think, just due to lack of evidence or whatever. And yes, they saw Johnny Winters looking guy right here. Actually plays truly with a scrub board. You're wondering why? One, stage presence, and two, to keep in rhythm with the rest of the band. Yeah, I'm dead serious. The songs here, Hey Y'all, it's got a very. He's like he drank an F ton of whiskey over his life and smoked, and he sounds like, I guess, Brian Johnson of AC/DC. Some of these are kind of short. Like the first half are short, quick songs. They're like, hey y'all, kind of like that. Good syncopation with the drums. That's definitely more for the rhythm section. Backdoor Man, I had a little trouble hearing it. Then again, this was 1970 whatever, and the technology wasn't the greatest. Hot and Nasty was kind of a fun, fast one. Hot Rod, it's about sex. Mutants, then things slowed down a little bit. Mutants of the Monster features a good extended bass solo and guitar solo, and it's like Jim still providing the vocals, and it's the longest song at roughly 6 minutes. It's like, is the man the monster, or creatures and mythology the monster? Which makes you think a little bit, mainly due to some southern legends. Taxman, how ironic that I am recording this on tax day. You cannot make this stuff up. And just, Taxman's like the 4-minute kind of radio-friendly song, because I'm the tax man. He's the tax man. Jim Dandy is the best one. Jim Dandy to the rescue. Jim Dandy to the rescue, which is ultimately, it was originally it's recorded with a woman named Ruby Starr, which was recorded by Anita Bryant. I'm trying to remember what her name was. I think that was her name. She popularized the R&B song. They got the okay to record it. Ultimately, it's most likely, I think, an 1820s minstrel song. And it just evolved. The lyrics just evolved over the years. And there's one called Jailbait that's a little bit slower. I'm just like, why? It's like, I have all those bands like Good Morning Little Schoolgirl and other bands that had their own versions, and it's like, it's just. I'm glad that type of shit is dead. So it's 42 minutes. It's a straightforward kicks your butt, kicks your ass, kicks your face, to quote Metallica style of song of concert. It's pretty much just nonstop, but they do slow it down. And it's like, this is of course earlier in their catalog. Bonus features, BOA memorabilia gallery, tickets, magazines, adverts, flyers. Kiss opened for them. I was very surprised by that, so it was interesting to see. Behind the scenes photo gallery, just them just enjoying life, and High in the Hog album trailer, which is an advert for the latest album to come out. And it's like, they're talking like, hey, we don't want too much government encroachment, and it's like, hey, we're just naturalists, we all just want to get along. Boy, doesn't that ring true 50 years later. And ultimately, it's like eventually Jim Mangrum would drop the Arkansas just to kind of not have the southern connotations and release some albums and even try and change his voice to fit mainstream. Ultimately, it didn't work out, so nowadays he's still rocking at 60, looking like Ricky Gibson, the pro wrestler, a little bit. And they released an album, Underdog Heroes 2019, and The Devil's Jukebox in 2023. And I counted, this band has had altogether 55 band members. That's truly a lot. It's right up there with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So yeah, you can find the DVD for about between 10 and 20 bucks. There's footage on YouTube, but there's nothing like holding this and just thinking, yeah, I like that. 10, 20 bucks Amazon, eBay, you get a good kick butt concert. So I recommend you watch Black Oak, Arkansas, live at the Royal Albert Hall.